Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking college hoops headed to the SEC where Tennessee heads to Florida. It may be cold outside, but our promo code is HOT for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The Vols are -6 on the road. The total is 137.5. UT 10-1 on the season, 8-3 against the number, while Florida is 6-4, 5-5 against the spread. It's been tough sledding for Florida as of late, going 1-3 over the last 2 weeks of play. Even though I will say, every single time I've bet on Tennessee this season, I think it's been the 3 times that they didn't cover. A pretty good team against the number. But for some reason, I don't have great luck. Maybe Craig Trapp can point me in the right direction on this one. Craig, what's your take on Tennessee and Florida?
Well, we haven't seen Tennessee on the road a lot, just 2 road games. But one back on December 30th, they played Missouri. And Missouri is, I think, the second or third best team in the SEC. I think they're a very good team, especially at home. So to win them by 20 was very impressive. And like you said, it's kind of a little bit maybe more about Florida here. Florida, that loss at Mississippi State last time out by 3. I don't think Mississippi State's very good. Then they got absolutely hammered at home to a Kentucky team that we've seen is not very good this year, and then lost by 15 at Alabama. The lone win in there was to a subpar Ole Miss team. So to me, Florida just doesn't have Lewis here in this one. I think that's going to be a problem on offense because you're going to need to score to beat Tennessee. They have a very good defense. And I think Tennessee's going to put up 75. I just don't see that Florida puts up over 65. So I'm going to take Tennessee minus the points here. And I just don't think Florida gets on track after you said, like, their last 4 games, they're just 1-3 straight up and against the spread. I just don't think that changes against a very good Tennessee team here.
Right. It's hard for me to pick Florida here just because some of the comments that their head coach said in their last press conference saying he doesn't think his team is worthy of the postseason. So that's a little alarming. I don't know if he's trying to motivate his players, but they haven't looked like it, especially if they're missing Scotty Lewis in this one, which they are, which means they'll be playing a little bit of a smaller lineup against a Tennessee team that's very long, very athletic, and very good at all facets of the game, especially defensively. We've seen this Tennessee team rely heavily on their defense, ranking 2nd overall in defensive efficiency, I believe. Yves Pons has been incredible for them down low, just all over the court, blocking shots, really good on defense. And that's kind of how this Tennessee team has been. So I think it's going to be tough for Florida to score here. Tennessee's offense has been a little hit or miss sometimes. For the most part, really good, but I think it's just going to be tough on Florida for this team that's a little downtrodden. They're missing Scotty Lewis, as I mentioned, and also Keontae Johnson. I think that's a big part of their problem as of late. He was the SEC preseason player of the year, and of course, he's still out after collapsing on the court. That was really scary. So the fact that he's even alive is incredible. But it's been just really tough for Florida as of late. Anything else you're monitoring in this game?
I was kind of thinking under, leaning towards the under as well. Tennessee's played under 4 of the last 6 games. And I just think on the road, they won't quite have that punch on offense, but I do expect their defense to be extra good. So I was thinking leaning towards the under, but my better play definitely going to be on Tennessee minus the 6. I just think I think they win by 8-12 here. So it would be safely covering that 6 points.
Right. UT's actually won the last 4 straight by a margin of 8.3 points per game. So if you like history to repeat itself, I would take the Vols. That's going to do it for our college hoops talk here on Picks and Parlays. Always great insight from Craig Trapp. Craig, thanks for joining us.